So today we're talking about two of my favorite things. One of my favorite looks to re-emerge from the American optical eyewear archives from the 1940s. That is the return of the AO full view design, which is called the Sampson. And also this really awesome light indoor tint paired with transitions and a blue mirror coating. Of course, you know the way we roll around here. We're going to talk about all that in today's video. Hello and welcome to the Hicks Brunson Eyewear YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Daniel Brunson. I am your friendly neighborhood optician. And on this channel, we talk about all of our favorite eyewear styles, lenses. We talk a lot about transitions lenses and ways that those can be customized with fashion indoor tints and mirror coatings. And I know a lot of you watching out there love that kind of content. So we've got another good one for you today. And let's dive right into it. So I'm talking about one of my favorite brands. This is American Optical. Goes back to the 1840s, I believe. One of the oldest brands in the world, has recently re-emerged with a lot of their, and when I say recently, as of the last few years, has re-emerged with a lot of their very classic, beautiful looks. You can go back and look at other videos that I've covered. The classic Saratoga, worn by JFK, the original Pilot, which was worn by the first fighter pilots of World War I, designed for the pilots, matter of fact, by the designers at AO Optical in the 1930s. And was even taken on the NASA Apollo missions that went to the moon. It was the original Pilot. So it's a very historical brand. I love the brand story. They've been around so long. They have so much rich history. And today we're talking about the Sampson. And I've got it right in this box here. I love the packaging. Just take a second to appreciate that. There's the AO logo. So let's go ahead and open this up. And here's the case. They use a lot of leather cases. You've got the AO logo right here, silver buckle right there on the case. So we'll open it up and take a look at the Sampson. So I'll just talk for a short bit about this design. Now, those of you that have followed me know that I'm a big fan of this vintage look. If you've watched any episode of the Waltons and you've seen John Boy Walton writing in his journal at the end of the show, this is the look that he was wearing, almost identical to this. The shape, the cable style temple, and if you can see that design detail on the bridge here, it's kind of a horseshoe shaped inlay. Just very beautiful, very historic, very 1940s, but very timeless. And so I'm going to talk about what I've done with the Sampson here. The Sampson originally, by the way, was described in the American Optical Eyewear catalog that was passed out to opticians back in the 1940s as being a rugged metal frame whenever your patient had a need for a frame that they could wear on outdoor rough and tumble assignments. It's a tough metal frame. It's got the cable temples which prevent it from slipping down so you can do active outdoor things with it. This would have passed for sports eyewear back in the 1940s. The sports eyewear frames look a little bit different today. This would have passed for sports eyewear because it's tough, durable, it stays on, doesn't slip down. But I want to talk today more about what I did with the lens tint. So I did what's called an indoor blue gradient, and I'm going to hold up a white background here so you can see it a little better, hopefully. This is a blue gradient, and it's a 30% density, which means it's a good indoor shade, light enough to be worn indoors, just to give you the look of the tint, but you can still see really well. And I also did a flash blue mirror on the lens surface, so you can see when you get it in the light just right, you can see that flash blue mirror. So it creates a really snazzy look. I felt like if I was going to wear this very conservative sort of style, this is not the thick, heavy, bold looks that I usually like to wear, the thick, chunky acetates. This is a thin metal rim. I felt like if I was going to wear it to really put my style spin on it, I needed some color in the lens. And so I wanted to do this blue gradient color with the flash mirror. I paired it with a Transitions XTRActive Brown, my favorite of all the Transitions colors. So let me grab my UV light right here. And we're just going to look, hopefully we can get a good look at what it looks like clear. And I'm going to activate the lenses. I'm going to simulate what would happen if I was to go out into the sun with these lenses. I'm going to show what would happen if I was to wear these out in the sun by shining this UV light on my lenses. So we're going to shine the light on there, and you can already see what's happening here. The lens, the base blue color is going to convert over to my favorite of all the Transitions lens colors, which is the XTRActive Brown. And if you don't know the difference between the Transitions lenses, there's several products. There's Signature, there's XTRActive, and there's a couple others, but the main two are Signature and XTRActive. XTRActive is notable because it gets a little bit darker in certain situations, like when you're in the shade or in the car if you're behind the windshield. XTRActive can activate with visible light as well as UV light. And so this is my favorite for personally, because it does darken about to a category 2 shade behind the windshield. In the sun, direct sunlight, it'll get this dark, and you can see when it gets this dark how brilliant the blue, flash blue mirror coating really does look, because the darker the color behind the mirror, the more the mirror sort of comes out and becomes visible. So you could see, before I darkened the lens, you could see glimmers of the blue mirror, but it wasn't quite as rich and visible as it is with the darker lens behind it. So there you have it. That's my favorite design as of late. Just made these up for myself. It's got the light blue indoor tint with the flash blue mirror, and the Transitions XTRActive Brown to recap what I did with my lenses. Check this frame out at hicksbrunson.com. Again, this is called the Sampson by American Optical, otherwise known as AO Eyewear. I'll make links available down below so you can shop the Sampson, as well as all the rest of the frames from American Optical and the rest of the frames that we carry here at Hicks Brunson Eyewear. And if you have any questions, you want to have your own lenses made in a similar kind of fashion tint that transitions to a dark tint outdoors, whether you want to use the Sampson here, any other frame we carry, or you want to send us your own frame, just send us an email. You can reach out to us, leave us a comment, or give us a phone call. I'll make all the contact information available in the subscription box down below. And make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.